of Ian Rappaport joining us in about 10 minutes because he continues to report these contracts in a fabricated fashion, which I thought we had figured out with Aaron Rodgers' contract that was no longer happening. Von Miller signs for 6 years, $120 million.
Whoa.
Woo! Is that real?
No.
Think so.
No, it actually wasn't. It wasn't.
No, not at all.
It's like a $40 million deal or whatever, but they added 6 so that they could separate the salary cap so it could be a little bit more cap friendly. Brandon Beane didn't stop there. Give me Von Miller for a 6-year deal that we can spread out the salary cap hit. Give me O.J. Howard, and we'll cut Cole Beasley. The Bills have been active over the last 12 hours. Joining us now with some NFL news, hopefully to keep us updated, a man who is gone back to his old ways of reporting contracts conveniently immediately after reporting the Aaron Rodgers contract. He's the one who reported a 6-year, $120 million deal for Von Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Rappaport.
What's up? What's going on?
Raps, 6 years, $120 million, huh?
Yeah. Now, one thing, as a noted contract expert told me right afterward, you know, this guy, it was you, wanted to know what the real details were. So I immediately informed this person, again, you, that it was really a deal that averaged $17.5 million over 4 years. And that was the important part. So I made sure to get that out immediately, first and forefront.
No, because the headlines were 6-year, 120, 6-year, 120. That was the big deal. That's what you reported. And then we found that very interesting, you know, because I didn't know if you in the past had put out like Von Miller's looking to get $20 million a year. So that's why you reported the 6-year, 120, not the actual contract?
Well, I must say, I thought Von Miller would get 17.5 a year, which I originally thought was wrong, but then it turns out it's actually right.
Brandon Beane's active. They get O.J. Howard. They bring in Von Miller. How many years is that Von Miller deal actually? Like, they're not expecting him to play this thing all the way out, right? This is a salary cap spreader?
I think it's really a 3-year deal. I mean, it's basically 17.5 over 3 with 51.5 guaranteed. So that's like, it's basically a 3-year commitment. It's so interesting with the Bills. Because, you know, obviously I was tracking this yesterday.
Nice call.
And I knew the Rams were in it. I knew the Cowboys were in it. The Browns were in it. And then there was a mystery team, and nobody would tell me. And it took me a long time to figure out that the Bills are the mystery team. And that's sort of what I've learned is, like, the Bills are always the mystery team because they don't want anyone to know they're involved. And they insist on secrecy, which is hard for me, but who cares? It also makes it a lot more fun when it's a big splash signing like Von Miller and it just gets dropped in our laps like that. That was a pretty cool moment, I have to say.
Do you think Von was planning on going back to L.A., or once he heard all the interest from everybody, he was like, well, I'm not doing the hometown. We won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Way to go. Somebody's about to pay me $17.5 million for 3 more years. I don't know if the Rams were ever going to do that. Was anybody else anywhere close to the money that he was getting from Buffalo?
No, I think those were the 2 strongest offers. Cleveland was in, but I didn't get the sense he really wanted to go there. Dallas was in, but not nearly sort of serious enough. I think they talked about money, but I'm not sure Dallas would say, we really made an offer. I think they would say we talked, but it wasn't going to work out for us. They were not in that stratosphere. You know, during the Super Bowl week, my colleague Mike Garafolo reported that Von was like really going to test free agency and could leave. And I was kind of like skeptical and even said something. I'm like, are you sure? Because in my head, obviously he's going back to L.A., but he was right. And Von must have known, like, I'm going to really explore and I'm going to go find the best team I can. I'm going to go find the best money I can. And, you know, the fact that Von Miller, one of the top free agents, future Hall of Famer, chose the Bills over L.A. and the Rams is literally unbelievable. And Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott have created that situation. It's awesome.
Well, and Josh Allen, and I think they're currently the odds-on favorites to win a Super Bowl next year because of how the season ended. Yeah, I think so. At FanDuel, I believe they have the best odds. It's them, the Chiefs.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and the Bucs got in there. You know, it's a very.
Did that jump yesterday?
The Bills did change for the division minus 50 points, I think. It got better. The odds got...
I think for this, too. I think they were 700 and went to 650.
So when Commander Carson signs, 0 change for the Commanders. Whenever Von Miller signs, bump up in that thing. Yeah. It's interesting to see who the sports books respect and who they don't respect.